Hello, dear students. Hope you all well. Our today's topic is pronoun and its kinds of pronouns. So, first, what is pronoun? Pronoun is a word which is used in place of a noun. Let's understand it with the example. Pronoun is a word which is used in place of a noun. Noun, as you all know, person, place, animal, things. So, instead of using noun, if we use pronoun, it makes our language more effective. Now let's understand it with an example. Ankur met Ankur's uncle on Ankur's way to school. The uncle asked Ankur where Ankur was going. Here you can see Ankur, 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 Ankur. So this Ankur is repeating again and again, and it sounds irritating or an awkward. So now replace all the nouns with the pronouns. Ankur met his uncle on his way to school. The uncle asked him where he was going. So here now we have used pronouns instead of noun. Ankur met his uncle on his way to school. The uncle asked him where he was going. It looks little bit or little much effective instead of taking name Ankur, Ankur, Ankur again and again. So this is the reason why we are using pronoun in our language. Now what are pronouns? Pronouns are the words that are used in place of a noun are called pronoun. Instead of saying Priya found a magic lamp and Priya is very happy. Here again we took name of Priya two times. So instead of taking Priya name again and again, if we can simplify it and say Priya found a magic lamp and she is very happy. So it is much better than that. So here she is a pronoun. If suppose if I put Atul here instead of Priya, so it will be the she. No, he will be there. So it changes according to the gender. A pronoun always occupies the same position as a noun in the sentence, or like a noun, a pronoun always plays the role of a subject, direct object or indirect object in a sentence. A pronoun should always agree or should also agree with the verb in the sentence both in gender and number. These three things you have to remember. For example, Aditi is a student of 6th standard. She loves music. Now instead of Aditi, if I say Atif, so again it will be the she. No, it will be he. So it always agree with the verb of the sentence or both in number and gender. This is all about pronoun. Now kinds of pronoun. Here in your book there are 7 kinds of pronoun: personal pronoun, possessive pronoun, demonstrative pronoun, interrogative pronoun, relative pronoun, reflexive pronoun, emphatic pronoun. These 7 kinds of pronouns are there. First is personal pronoun. Personal pronoun that stand for a person or a thing is called personal pronoun. Here I, you, she, he, it, we, they all are personal pronouns. And these words are called personal pronouns because they stand for 3 persons: first person, second person and the third person. First person means I or we. Example, I live in a house on the hill. So I'm talking about myself. So I'm gonna be the first person. Second person whom I'm spoken to, that person is called second person. That we denote it with the you. You can ride a horse if you try. Third person, who is spoken about. Like first person or second person is always speak about or spoken about. Third person, so here third person is he, she, it, they are going to be the third person. So these all are personal pronoun. Now few things you have to remember about it. It's that like nouns, pronoun also have cases. Personal pronoun that comes in the place of subject are said to be in subjective place, or those pronouns which come in the place of object are in objective case. Okay, fine. Now our second pronoun is possessive pronoun. Possessive pronoun is a pronoun which shows possession or ownership. Means which something belongs to you. Something shows the possession of yours, like you, that pencil is yours, that bottle is yours, in the same sense. Possessive pronouns are usually found at the end of the sentences, or you can find it at the end of the sentences, and we do not put apostrophe ever in possessive pronoun. Let's understand it with an example. Possessive pronoun can be mine, yours, his or her in the singular form, or in the plural form are, yours, their. These are few examples of singular or plural. These are called possessive pronoun. Few examples. The paintings in the gallery are all mine. Here the painting belongs to me. So this painting belongs to me means here the paintings, I'm showing the position on the paintings, that paintings in the gallery are all mine. Second, I don't like my doll, I like hers. Here the doll belongs to her. So here the doll belongs to her means it belongs to her. Again, it's showing the position of someone. The package wrapped in red is yours. The package belongs to you. That blue house is theirs. The house belongs to them. So this again and again, this is showing possession of someone. Few more examples or pronoun that show who or what owns something. This kitty is mine, its fur is soft. Is that bicycle yours? This ball is his. That dress is hers. That car is ours. That house is theirs. So this is all about possessive pronoun, and it is always used in a place of noun. Okay. This is all about possessive pronoun. Now the third one is demonstrative pronoun. Word that are used to point out the object or objects are demonstrative pronoun. If you want to point out some objects which they refer, these are called demonstrative pronoun. 4 words: this, that, these, those. This and that refers to generally singular nouns. This is present from my uncle, or that is a good boy. Or we can say this or that. This and these refers to noun that is nearby to us, or that or those refers to noun that are further away. Here this or that refer to singular noun, or this or those refer to plural noun. We can classify in this manner also. The this or that we already clear, that which is nearby to us or singular, or these or those, that is further, that or those, that is further away from us, and plural. Few examples: these are my friends, those toys belongs to me. So these are demonstrative pronoun. Interrogative pronoun, which generally asks questions to us. Interrogative pronouns are those which used to ask the question. WH word, which, who, what, whose, when. So these all are interrogative pronoun. Here a question word or an interrogative word acts like a noun. We can also add the suffixes so, where, whosoever, and ever. Example: which person are you talking about? Who asked you to come here? Or whatever did he say to make you cry like that? So this all are interrogative pronoun. Here it asks the question. Next is relative pronoun. Relative pronoun refers to some noun mentioned earlier which are called their antecedents. Relative pronoun generally used to connect or join two sentences by replacing the noun from it. Who, whom, and whose is used for. So he is the man who was following us. So who, whom, or whose are always used for the people. Which used for the animals or the thing. For example, this is the book which I wanted to buy. Here book is thing. So here we'll use which. We are not going to use who, whom, whose here. Okay. So here we'll use which. And that is used for people, animal, and things. This is the dress that my aunt bought for me. So here again relative pronoun we replace a noun by relative pronoun, that is who, whom, which, that, those. These words are relative pronoun. Last, reflexive and emphatic pronoun. This is a little bit similar, but the little difference is there, which I am going to tell you. The words myself, yourself, itself, etc. These all are reflexive or emphatic pronoun. The object of the sentence is the same as the subject. Here, object of the sentence is the same as the subject, and each personal pronoun has its own reflexive pronoun. Here, uses of it is when the subject and the object are the same. When subject or object is the same, here we are using reflexive pronoun. Means I do all my work by myself. So here subject or object is same. Like I am talking about myself in the sentence only. So subject or object is the same. That is why it is called reflexive pronoun, which reflect to us again. To emphasize the subject, we use here in the reflexive pronoun myself come at the end, but to emphasize the subject we use myself at the beginning. That is emphatic pronoun. That is a little difference in that. What happen in the reflexive pronoun? The word myself comes at the end, or in emphatic pronoun the word myself comes in the beginning with the subject. That is little difference in the reflexive or emphatic pronoun, but the meaning is the same. So this all about the pronouns. I hope you all understand it. Now try to do the exercises which is there in your book. I'll explain it. Thank you and stay safe.